Nobody's in here. Nobody might show up. I mean, it might just be me and 0 people for the next 20 minutes, you know, because sometimes that happens because people are like, we don't really want to, you know, hang out with her, right? I get it, man. I do. I get it. So I'm reading the text messages on my computer to see if people want me to hang out with them. Anyway, I got a new curling iron, so, you know, that's fun. Hi from Canada. Hi, Sean. Onite, hi. And the other thing is I'm thinking about getting a cat. So my friend's got a kitty, and I'm like, I want a kitty too. Hey, Saran, how you doing? I'm doing all right. But I'm like, but they're a lot of work, you know? Like, I would have to I want the automatic robot litter thing for the cat. I also would need to get a scratch thing, and then I want an automatic feeder. I don't want them meowing at me. I want the feeder just go, boop, food at a specific time. Okay? I know. I'm like the bougie cat owner or something. I mean, sue me. 2 cats named Gizmo and Jinx. Aww. Do you have an automatic litter thing, or do you just clean it up, Sean? This is what everybody keeps telling me. They're like, it's the litter. Hi, Birkin. They're like, if you don't clean it up, it smells. And I'm like, well, what if I'm like out all day at auditions, or if I have to film or something, and I'm like, I need an automatic one. You know what I mean? And to automatically feed them. Also, do you think it'd be okay if you leave the cat alone for like 2 to 3 days in a row? But it has water, you know, a water thing, a food thing, all that stuff. Do you guys do that? Or are you guys like, never? Hi, Otis. Otis Grimm. Anyway, what else? Oh, A Real Killjoy did get into 2 film festivals this week. The Macabre Film Festival in, where is it at? Tennessee. And hi, Orlando. I know it's been too long. 2 to 3 days alone is not a good idea. Okay, so what? You can leave them alone for like 1 day? I don't know. And also the Chicago Film Festival. So that's fun. Later in September, beginning of October. And I'm working on Killjoy 3, you guys. I'm getting it made into like a comic book before I shoot it, so that the comic book would also be my like shot list. And I'm gonna have, hi Otis, don't do it. You mean like don't get a cat, or you mean like don't leave them alone for a day? I just get a friend to look after them. Yeah. Yeah, Sean, but you gotta like pay that friend, right? You gotta like pay him, right? What was I saying? What was I saying? Good. Oh, forgotten. Cat film, Killjoy 3, that's what I was saying, the comic book shooting list. But I'm going to have someone else direct it, because Killjoy 1 and 2 could have been better, but we only had 1 day to shoot, and I got it done in 7 hours. Oh, thanks, Orlando, you're so sweet. So I did get it done in 1 day, which is cool and impressive and saves money. I know how to move things along quickly, but this next one would require like 2 days, and I kind of want somebody else to like do the shot list and do the stuff, because it's tiring, you know? Anywho, what's going on with you guys? Whoops, just dropped my curling iron box. That's fun. Now I'm texting someone on my computer because you guys, you haven't been very entertaining, okay? You haven't said much, okay? So I'm just over here, I'm blabbing about stuff. Oh, if you haven't gotten a copy of my kids book, guys, it's out. It's finally on Amazon, so you can snag a copy on Amazon. If you do, hi from Brazil, hi Bruno. If you do, please like leave a review on Amazon. Would love some reviews. Yes, it is aimed at helping kids who have lost a parent or a loved one. So it's a different kind of a book. It has a bit of a niche, But it's still fun, I think, for all kids, because I still have friends' kids who've read it and they still enjoy it. Like, it's not like, I hate it. It's just the story follows, like, Drew and how he finds new friends and that love is everywhere. Sean is watching Armageddon for the 100th time. That's your favorite movie? I forgot about the movie. That's a great movie. I think I've only seen it like 2 or 3 times, which is a lot for me. I think the only other movie that I've watched like more than 3 times is The Dark Knight. Because I could leave it on in the background with no sound at like parties that I throw, and I'll just leave that up. And then people are like on the couch going like, it's so good. Oh, thanks, Bruno. That means a lot to me. I appreciate that. Nothing else is on. Okay. Oh, thanks, Kara Janov. I said that all wrong, but whatever. Thanks, guys. I did my makeup well today. And maybe this has like an enhanced thing. An enhanced video, does it? I don't know. I also got a little light over here. A good little light right here. A good light source can help with the, you know what I mean. Annie Hoosier, if you guys watch E, my BetterHelp commercial's playing. I'm in a yellow parachute. So mainly you really just got to listen for my voice. I'm yelling something like, grab onto my hand, or something like that. So if you watch E, you'll see me pop up, because apparently it's playing a lot. Isn't this book so cute? That's me. Cool. But I'm thinking about writing another one, but making like fun and funny, but still following Drew. But I'd have to talk to the illustrator about that, because I'm not sure that he would have time or want to do it. So we'll see. But if not, then I would find another illustrator to make another dragon kids book. Because now that I know how to like do it, I feel like I could do it a lot faster and make it cool, like funny. You know what I mean? Annie Hoosier. What else is going on, guys? Huh? What else? Anything? What else did I do? I gotta go to the dermatologist tomorrow, because, like, where is it? There's, like, a mole. Oh, yeah. And I don't know. Hi, safety man. You guys see the mole over here? I think this has been here forever, but I'm like, maybe it hasn't. So I'm like, I'm gonna have him look it out. Look it out. Look at it. Have I seen Comic-Con? No, I haven't. I've seen some of my friends. My friend Shane Hartline was up on a panel. He posted a picture of it. And then also my friend Skylar, who, if you guys haven't seen the short film Paranoia that I uploaded 2 months ago, it's me and Skylar in that short film. It's called Paranoia, a super short film. It's only 1.5 minutes. Hi, safety man. Thank you. You can look that up. Anyway, Skylar Caleb is in a film called Nix, N-I-X. That trailer premiered at Comic-Con. I was not there, but he's in that. And then my other friend Shane Hartline, who is on Station 19, and also in Obi-Wan as a stormtrooper. Isn't that crazy cool? He was also on a panel. But I'm not cool enough to go to Comic-Con yet. But you got to tell casting. They got to, Hi, John. Thank you. It's 6:22 a.m. Oh, God, in the Philippines. Yeah, coffee and bread. You need that, Orlando. That's so early. I think Orlando actually found me on the Real Rejects channel years and years and years ago when I was reacting to, which I still do videos with them, but I was doing more so when I first started YouTube. Yeah, the mustache guy, Bruno. I don't think he has them. Oh, maybe he does, Bruno. Shane Hartline, Hartline. Rick and Michonne were there from The Walking Dead. They're coming back. Oh, that's cool. I lost track of Walking Dead after like a couple seasons. I know it's on like season 10 and then I don't think it's going anymore, but I the first 2 seasons I really, really liked. And then I don't know, I got distracted by other things. Like Candy on Hulu, I've liked that. Hulu shows The Old Man is very good, Jeff Bridges. The Bear. Where have I seen you for the first time? That's where I see you for the first time is on, you too, Sean. Yeah, the Real Rejects, Greg and John, but Greg has been a really great friend in the sense that he was the one that first, this tag is killing me. He was the first one that reached out. Yeah, old man is brilliant. Reached out to me when I had 900 subscribers, you guys. And Greg was like, I think you're talented and you're funny. I've watched some of your videos. You want to come on the channel? And I was like, what? Because at that time, still 500 and I had 900. So I was doing something right then that they asked me on. It's been a little while since I've been back on the channel, but I know that they've been moving. They moved to a house in Studio City, which is pretty cool. That's what you get to do when you do really well on YouTube. You get to buy a house. They work really hard though. Greg and John work like nonstop. And they're a good team. I'm like, oh, I wish I had somebody to edit my videos. That would be nice. I'd drop more videos, I think. I say that, but then I get distracted by auditions and stuff because I have ADHD. That's a real thing. I got that. I have that thing. Hi, Edward. What else was I going to update you guys on? One of them is sick with COVID-19. Who, Sean? Who? Oh, Greg or John from the Real Rejects? Yeah, everybody, man. Everybody is. As you guys know, I was super sick with it like a month ago. I had the new variant or whatever it is, and it sucked. I had it for like 2 weeks. Oh, yeah, that sucks. I'll have to send him a text. I didn't know that. Hi, Raphael. You're perfect to play Catwoman in some alternative DCU. I wish, Mathias. I wish. Boys, I love The Boys. Oh, yeah. The Boys, I did watch it, but I haven't finished the latest season. The project soon, Edward, is Morticia Adams. I mean, Bruno is, Birkin, Corona does suck. The new project is Killjoy 3. I've hired a storyboard artist off Fiverr, and they're going to make it into a comic book. And it's only 3.5 pages, but I want it to look like a comic book, which I'll also use as a storyboard for the film, which I think will make it easier for whoever I ask to film it, because I don't think I'm going to direct it. I need like a bigger team to help me with it, because it's a 2-day shoot. So that's a new project. And then if you guys, I don't know, if any of you guys live in Kansas City and you follow the Kansas City Lottery, I just shot a commercial for them last week. It's already out, so it'll be worldwide. Squirrel Girl. Oh, that's right, Raphael. You did tell me that. Remember, I was like, well, who's Squirrel? And then I was like, oh, yes. For sure. I wish. I would love to just be any character in any film, period, you guys. It would be great if there was more like casting directors that followed my YouTube channel and were like, Tara's great. We got to get her a role. But it's like really hard to get in for them if you're not already like a name. Then they don't care. In plans of directing a feature. You know what, John? That is like such a huge undertaking. I even feel overwhelmed with the short, so probably not. An awesome Roma. Oh, that's cool, Edward. Probably not. I mean, I would love to, but the thing is finances. If I had a huge budget, hi Anders. If I had a huge budget and I could say, here's a team and I direct it, which is what happens on normal feature films. The director doesn't have to make a shot list or do any of that stuff. They help out with that and help with shots, but they have a team, and then you meet and you have like 30 people on set that are there to help you, but the budget is probably $250,000, which like I don't have that. So when it's just me as a director, like in Killjoy 1 and 2, it's like me on days on end, like making a shot list, making sure that everybody can arrive at the same time on one day, scheduling conflicts, making sure that the makeup artist can do the zombie by a certain amount of time. So if I call in the HMU artist to make up the zombie, I need to fit in a shot that happens before the zombie is done, so that when the zombie is done with makeup, I can fit in the zombie. Like, it's complicated, y'all. And also because, hi, Kurt, Kevin Smith. You'd be perfect in Kevin Smith universe. Oh, yeah. I wish, Raphael, like, tag Kevin Smith. You know what I mean? Tag him in my Insta. On the MCU, I don't know, Bruno. Anyone. I really like, I like how badass Wonder Woman is, and I really enjoy Captain Marvel. I enjoy those two characters. They're strong female roles, and they're not like overly girly or anything. They're just like badasses, which I super enjoy. So probably those two. And what else? Yeah. Anyway, there's the juice on the short film stuff. It's just complicated when it's just me doing all the stuff. And Killjoy 1 was easier because there wasn't as many moving parts. This one, there's a bit more, and I'm like, oh, I'll probably crowdsource for it, waiting for you to pop up at Comic-Con or something. I wish, David. Oh my God. Yeah, I haven't been on anything like it's cool for them to ask. Rogue is an MCU. Yeah. Yeah, Edward. Hi from Chile. Hi, Andres. Oh yeah, Fuentes. Hi. Welcome. I wish, man, one day, you guys, I'm going to get on a show or something, and then Comic-Con will be like, we got to ask Tara Erickson to be on some panel, which I would love. Holland. Oh, thanks, Roy. I'm glad you're joining. I could also play Xena. Oh, that's nice of you, Matthew. Yeah, that would be cool. Somebody cast us one on what we do in the show. Oh my gosh, Charlie, yes. People always ask. They're like, you watch that show? And I'm like, I haven't watched all of it, but I started it. It's because I have a comedy vibe. And they're like, you should be in that show. Hey, Jeff. We're just discussing how casting should hire me for cool shows. So one day I can go to Comic-Con. So if you guys know any casting directors, hit them up. Would you be interested in starting a project? I'm sure, Kurt. If there's like a budget and Wonder Woman, that would be cool, Bruno. You can always email me, Kurt, on tara@thetaraerickson.com. And if there's a budget for it, then I'm always happy to take a look. And you need to drop an album because, oh, thanks, Raphael. That's sweet. I wish, man. I used to write a lot when I was like 18. Not that the songs were good, but I learned guitar and then I wrote a bunch of songs. And I haven't done that lately. Hi, Lindy's from Australia. That's cool. Oh my gosh, I would love to be in a Ghostbusters film, Deanna. That would be my vibe, for sure. Like, you guys know my vibe. See, that's why the stuff you're suggesting is, like, perfect for me. But it's like, casting, there's only so many cool roles. Talent and class, thanks, safety man. There's only so many cool roles for a woman in my age, where it's like 30s, I'm booking. You know what I mean? And when you're not already named in your 30s, it's climbing uphill, right? So I'm hoping I can crowdsource for Killjoy 3 and make that super cool, and then continue to make it a series, because Mary, who plays Melissa in the Killjoys, the Southern girl, she wrote a pilot for Killjoy so that we can maybe turn it into a series and pitch it. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to crowdsource enough funds to make Killjoy 3 and then maybe pitch that pilot, and who knows, maybe someone will pick up the pilot. Hi, Hunter. You guys, this tag, I mean, what's up with tags on t-shirts? Like, get rid of them. Just print on the inside. We don't need the tag because it's so annoying. It's like, it's literally, it's killing the vibe, isn't it? Yes, it is. This tag is killing the vibe. I'll tell you that much. Luckily, I have handy dandy scissors right here, but I bet you if I cut it on camera, well, I'm gonna like cut my ear off, but let's see if I can do it. Ugh, the worst. Get out of here. Huh. Somebody just said they're watching Jurassic World Dominion. Sorry, the chats, like, they pop up and then they disappear. Cut tags as soon as I get to see David. I know, but David, you're smart. When you cut tags as soon as you get the t-shirt, I just don't. I like either wear it right away and then don't feel it, and then the next day I'm like, what the F? Have you sent? What does that mean, Hunter? Have I sent what? Oh, you're saying hi to David. You have a potential to do MJ Watson from the old MHS Spider-Man. Oh, yeah. That would be cool. Hey, Jerome. I'm doing all right, man. We're just discussing whoever knows casting directors to put my name in there so I can get cast in cool roles. YouTube reels you post. I was surprised you didn't do any musicals. Oh, Raphael. Yeah, I mean, I would love to do a musical, but there's not really that many around here. Hi, Hunter. Oh, you're saying hello to Matthias. Yeah. Cass, who's Lucy in a live-action Charlie Brown. That would be cool, where the characters are growing up. That's a cool idea, Otis. Whole production process sounds like it is a nightmare, David. It really, really, really is. When you got to creatively produce your own stuff, feats are going for 300 should be smooth crowdsourcing from there. I hope, Deanna. I'm telling you, but nobody's bought a feet pick. You guys, if you're not following my Twitter, you're way behind because I tweet every day at the Tara Erickson. I said, I'm like, if you guys will pay me, I'll give you a picture of my feet. Great business, have great energy, faith in yourself, perseverance pays off, so don't give up. Thank you so much, Kyle. That means a lot. Most famous person I met, safety man. Let me think on that. But Tara Erickson YouTube variety show. Yeah, I could. I used to do that years ago for Live Me. I did like a variety show, but that was like 5 years ago. But anyway, I posted on Twitter. I was like, I'll send you a picture of my feet for 300. The most famous person I met, I don't know. Let me think on that. My favorite audition. I really love the Little Caesars commercial that I did. That was a fun audition because it was comedy. But one of my most favorite auditions but it was drama, but I really enjoyed it, was when I auditioned for The Nightmare House. Twisted Nanny, it was called. Every time you look in the mirror, you're meeting the most famous person. Yeah, I wish. 500. I wish, David. Nobody will even send me $300 for a picture of my feet. I'm talking about, David, get me up to 500, but find me somebody who's going to Venmo me $300, and I will send them a picture of my feet. I mean, come on now, you know? The most favorite audition, I think, is when I auditioned for The Nightmare House or The Twisted Nanny, because it was intense, and it was drama, and I just like really felt it, and I cried in the audition, and I was like, that was pretty good. Felt pretty good about it. Plans to go for Brazil and enjoy Comic-Con experience. To go to Brazil, Kenna, you were able to meet an autograph from Johnny Depp. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. I don't have any plans to go to Brazil, but eventually I'd love to go to Comic-Con one day. Fear the Walking Dead season 4, 5, 6, 7 in Texas in the 1980s. In the 1980s, what, Sean? More famous than anyone. My feet are more famous than anyone. What do you prefer between drama or comedy? That's a hard one. Thank you for watching my shorts, Raider Dude. You said they're very entertaining. I appreciate that. Between comedy and drama, I do tend to like comedy more because I can tag it or play with it. But that's if the writing is closer to my personality or cooler. And if it's drama, I don't like the super melodramatic stuff, or where like I want it to be drama, but I want it to be like a thriller drama. Like, but I get like roles to me that are like a mom. It's like a mom drama, or like, I don't know, some lady who's like, are you okay at home, Jonathan? And I'm like, I would prefer it's more badass characters. Just followed me on Twitter. Oh, thanks, Daron. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, it's at the Tara Erickson. And I do tweet like at least once a day for the most part. In the 1980s, you met Johnny Depp. That's cool. Oh, my cousin's girlfriend is pregnant now. Oh, congrats. Favorite experience being on set. My favorite experience being on set was when I was on set for The Nightmare House. And I remember walking through this warehouse where we filmed a thing, and they just said they were walking a new actor in who was just there for the day. And they were like, oh, so, this is a warehouse. Here's Crafty. The bathrooms are here. And then I come out of the bathroom and walking by, and they're like, there's our number one. That's Tara. And I just remembered going like, don't forget this moment. Number one means you're number one on the call sheet. I mean, you're like the star of the film, kind of. They put number 1, 2, 3. And when they say like, that's our number one, that means like, that's our lead of the film. And I just remember thinking like, don't ever forget this, because it might not happen again. And that I loved it. I loved being on set and doing, I like doing the work, man. When I'm on set, I'm at home. Even though it's like hard, can be tiring, that's where I feel like I belong. That because I'm working, doing the thing that I want to be doing. And I think someone asked, like, what made me want to become an actress, I think was just once I started acting. And then I was like, oh, I really like this. Because at first I thought I was going to do musical theater. Then I started acting, making people laugh, making people experience a thing because of how I was doing it. And I really enjoyed that. I think you guys were asking my favorite, the toughest part, me trying not to laugh, was asking what my favorite film was or what films have inspired me. God, I always say like the same old thing because I can never remember anything. I'm like, yeah, I love the classic Jurassic Park. I love The Dark Knight. But those aren't really like acting stuff. I was recently watching Blue Jasmine with what's her nuts in it. She's such a brilliant actress. What else, man? I think it's like Everything Everywhere All at Once, right? Great film. Like, the fact that I believed everyone in that movie with the words that they were saying. It's hard for me to say favorite actor, actresses, because I forget. I will watch a film and just go, it's so good. And I feel like everyone will always say like Meryl Streep or Nicole Kidman, and they're all great. Actors. Oh, I love Paul Giamatti, man. Remember him? I mean, he's still around, but like, you guys remember Sideways? Oh, great film. There's a lot of I mean, I feel like I'm constantly watching TV and film. Amy Brenneman is in The Old Man with Jeff Bridges right now, the new show on Hulu. And I love both of them in that so much. And The Bear on Hulu is freaking my most favorite show right now. I went through all 7 episodes in like that. Very good about the restaurant industry. So good. And everyone in that is great. One day I get to see you, plus one day I want to do acting as well. Oh, that's cool, Daron. Yes. Jennifer Connelly's my favorite. Jennifer Connelly's great, man. In Top Gun, she's great. She's so beautiful. Her eyes, you just get like lost in them. And I believe her. She's chill. She's great. She's very believable. Anyone if you guys say anyone, and I'm like, yeah, I believe the words they say, I'm like, they're put into a, in a favorite category. And let's see, what else? Trying to think of other actors or actresses, but this is the thing, my like brain goes like, I don't know, can't come up with names. Hi Azini. And I'm trying to think of like really good films that I recently, there is a film, he's a famous actor and he's in it, and it's One Shot. If you guys just look up One Shot Film Restaurant, it'll pop up. And if you guys can find the name for me. It only came out a couple months ago. Brilliant. One Shot. When I was watching it, Joaquin Phoenix is great, Bruno. Yeah, I mean, the Joker. Hello. One take. An hour and a half movie, one take. Filmed in a restaurant. Brilliant. I mean, Zendaya is a good young, yes, she is. She's very good. Great taste. What's her name? I know. Well, Dan, I mean, I swear to God, I say it way too much. You remind me of Madeline Kahn. God, it's make it from blonde to brunette. I wanted to book more, John. If I ever come to LA, we're gonna watch a movie in Sanorama Dome. I know Sanorama was reopened again. When I was blonde, I was a natural blonde. I wasn't platinum blonde, and I wasn't booking because I feel like casting you either need to be blonde or redhead or like brunette. And I wasn't gonna go platinum blonde because that's not my vibe. So I went darker because that matches more of my vibe. And once I did, I started booking more work almost immediately because my virgin blonde hair wasn't platinum blonde. It was just like pretty. And I wasn't getting called in as much. So, that's the acting world for you and casting. What else? You remind me of Margot Kidder. Oh, okay, Safety Man. What was I saying right before this? forgetting. Do you miss your virgin blonde hair sometimes? Sometimes, John, I do, but a lot of times I'm like, no, not really. I've gotten really used to the brunette, the dark hair. I feel like it fits my vibe way more. I feel more myself with the darker look of hair than I think I would with lighter hair. And black hair, yeah, Birkin, it's been black. It's like, since it's been dark, it's been either a dark, it went from a lighter brown to darker brown to like black. I used to dye it like blackish. Boiling Point, thank you, Otis Grimm. He got it. I told you guys, look up the one take film about the restaurant. It's called Boiling Point, and it is freaking amazing, you guys. If you haven't seen it, go take a look. Because, yeah, thank you, Dan, the dark hair, right? Because if you haven't, it's so good. And I remember sitting there going like, are they not going to cut? They haven't cut yet. Oh my God, they haven't cut yet. Like, I was like, is this a whole one take? I mean, and most people, when they're watching that film, you guys may not notice if you're not like film people, or you might, but like, just imagine how many rehearsals you have to do to film an hour-and-a-half movie in one take. Meaning nobody can mess up or run over a line. Writing a story about a combined world where you combine Bruce Almighty and The Handmaid's Tale on Hulu. That was pretty cool, Kurt. That's cool. How many rehearsals? Because they move around the restaurant. There's 18 different actors in this film, you guys. That means when the camera comes here and they're talking, they can't like mess up their line. I mean, you could probably improvise it, but there's a point when they go down, sit down at a table and have a very intense conversation with a couple. And I'm like, if this couple messes up a line and the camera's like on them, they would have to go back and like refilm the whole thing. Like, it's crazy. I did not go to film school, John. I'm self-taught, just being on set a lot. Dare you to make a remake? Oh, showering with your clothes on. I can't do it right now, Irene, but I'll keep that in mind. I remember when I did that series with Garrett. That was fun. Earlier in YouTube, probably like 4 or 5 years ago. Anyway, one of the films that is one whole take. You guys just like, that's hard. It's very hard to do. Westworld robots, they don't mess up nothing. David, the thing is none of these actors did either. That kind of art over mongoose without cutting a bunch. Well, at the same time, I really love the editing of The Bear. If you watch The Bear on Hulu, it just came out recently. I love those shots and the way that that's cut together. It's awesome. So it's like you really just have to match up with good creatives who make good things and also hire people who are believable. Is the one-shot movie? Yeah, Boiling Point. Yeah, Raphael. Otis found it earlier. That's what I was talking about. Boiling Point. So if you guys haven't seen it, watch it because it's so good. Brilliant, man. I mean, seriously, it'll make you go like, wow, they did that. That's amazing. I think everybody should see it. If you like films, watch Boiling Point because I think it's kind of a lesson in like you don't need to cut a bunch of stuff to make it good, you know. Favorite food? I don't know. I feel like I always say pizza or like macaroni and cheese, but I'm like, I don't eat like a ton of that. And lately I've been I started like the last 2 weeks, I gotten like a beer kick where I was like, I'm not going to drink wine or any hard alcohol, no cocktails. And so I just would like get a beer. And I'm like, well, I gotta stop that. That made me bloat. I was like, oh God, nope, getting some weight on. I think it's the beer. No bueno. Can't do that. Can't do it. Gotta rewind. Stick with wine, probably. Side note, if you've seen the Wakanda Forever teaser, I was crying so hard. I haven't, Raphael. I haven't seen it. I'll definitely give it a look. I haven't seen that yet. It was just come out. Sorry, I keep yawning, you guys. This is my everyday. Every single day, I swear to, sorry, my internet or something, it says it's like reconnecting. Everyone is exhausted these days, including, I know, it's crazy. I'll even be entertained. I'll be out talking to someone, and I'm like, I can't stop the yawns from coming. It's the worst. What if I do like a little shot of oxygen though? Hold on. You guys, I got this for during, like, in case I had COVID real bad and it affected my lungs. I got this. It was like an oxygen boost, but I'm like, won't yawn as much. You're supposed to really just use it after aerobic performance, which apparently me talking for a long period is performance to me now. God, I'm getting older. To recharge and recover, it says. Or for altitude and poor air quality, which air quality in LA, not so great. The altitude, we're just fine. Sea level, where I like it, baby. I go to high altitude and I'm like, no, thank you. Where do I think I get my discipline from? For what specifically? I've been exhausted sometimes when it comes to working on set. Oh yeah, Jeff. When you're on set, woof. I mean, it's like 12, 14-hour days. I mean, it's best place to be, but it's exhausting for sure. And do you mean discipline just like in life or for YouTube, or what do you mean? You're just looking at me, right, John, saying like, oh, she seems disciplined, or what? Just thought I would do one more just for the sake of doing it. Have you ever done any voice acting? Yeah, Kyle, but it's so hard to break into the voice acting world. If you look up on my YouTube channel, you just type Tara Erickson voice acting reel and it'll pop up for you. In life, yeah, John, how do I stay so disciplined in life? I think it's like my A-type personality, but also if I'm like for that day, I don't feel well. It's really hard for me to feel okay about myself. So I think it's that I'm not really great to myself sometimes. I've gotten better at that, and that makes me disciplined. But also, I think my OCD in liking a clean like household and tidying up, even though sometimes it takes like a minute, I have to do that like every day to feel okay in my brain, because I can't have like chaos, you know, because it doesn't help me be productive. So I think the discipline remains if I can like have energy and because of the payoff, meaning the payoff of being productive and making videos or like chatting with you guys, I need to do more lives, but every time I do a live, I'm like, oh, I love it. And then I'm like, I need to do more. And then it's so hard for me to stay consistent with certain things. And I don't like that about myself. I'm like the jack of all trades, master of none, except it's better to know a bunch of things than like one thing, I think. The full quote I don't know, but the full quote gives me more like, yeah, I'm going to try to do more live streams, Deanna. The full quote gives people who are jack of all trades more of like a thumbs up. And that's kind of how I feel like I am. I feel like I just do a bunch of things. Like one day I'll just like paint, right? Do paintings, or like clean my house really well, or be like, I got to work on my kids' book, or I got to work on Killjoy 3 and find a storyboard artist. I got to tell my friend that we have to write another short film. Paranoia was the first one I wrote with Skylar, but I need to meet with him and write another 2-minute short film so we can get funding for the third short film that we have already wrote. Stuff like that. It's like I'm all over the place a lot of the time. There's water in the ocean. That's a fun fact. Just said Furthen. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. There's also salt in the ocean. Have I ever listened to colored noise? Yeah, it helps me with my ADHD. Yes. Pink noise I haven't listened to, Raphael. That's a good one. But to go to sleep, I do brown noise. Brown noise. I just discovered colored noises like 2 weeks ago. Thanks, John. Yeah, good strategy. I had no idea that colored noises exist. And there's like a 12-hour brown noise on Spotify, so I can leave it on and it doesn't turn off, which is nice. And that helps me sleep. Oh, ASMR in the ocean. Lots of whale pee in the ocean too. Yeah, I'm sure there is. But salt is like a natural antibacterial thing. Thank you, Kurt. He said, good strategy. So I think that's why lots of weird things can live in the ocean, but it doesn't, get too crazy down there because of the salt. The salt. What else? What else? Let me text this. Were you born in California? No, I wasn't, John. I was born in Boulder, Colorado. And then I was moved to Vegas when I was like a week old. I was raised in Vegas and I came out to LA when I was 18. My favorite animal? Oh, that's a tough one. I really like dolphins a lot. They're so cute. But I love dogs and cats too. I'm a big animal person. Love horses. I kind of love them all. Yeah. I don't know if I have like an absolute favorite, you know. Animals are the best. They really are. They're the best, which is why I'm thinking about getting a cat, but I don't know. Try pink. It's like sitting in a plane by the window. Oh, pink noise. Raphael said pink is like sitting in a plane by the window. That's nice, like very soothing. Have to be sea lions and oh, that's cool. Yeah, I love sea lions. Sea lions are great animals. Yeah, I always sit on the aisle because I like more the room. I just like having room and being by the aisle. So if I need to pee, I can like get out. The window makes me feel a little trapped. I have claustrophobia. Not that the window would make me feel that way because it'd be cool to look out the window, but I choose the aisle every time. Yep, I'm an aisle gal. Okay. Oh my God, you guys, the worst. Polar bears are pretty neat. Polar bears are awesome, Deanna. I mean, they're scary, but they're great. So are orcas. Orcas are awesome. Every time I think of Colorado, I think of Badlands. Okay. Yeah, I know nothing about, I haven't even been to Colorado. I just was born there and then moved immediately. So I know nothing about it. But it you know, except for on my birth certificate, that's where I was born. Anywho, sure. What else? I just blanked, guys. Come on. Then red pandas are so cute. Overlook Hotel when it comes to Colorado. Okay, you guys know more about Colorado than me. I know, I am tired. I'm just trying to prepare. You're trying to prepare yourself for your job. Yeah, I lost a gig this last week, so I'm trying to find new jobs to help me. Colorado makes me think of pot, just does a pot. We are live, not fake. Not fake said, wow, are we live? We are. I'm still live. 44 minutes. That's a long time for me going live. Maybe that's why I'm tired. You know? Yeah, the recession, you guys, it's like 2 of my gigs were like, we can't, like, you can go away now because we can't afford you. So I'm like, oh, every day I wake up like going like, oh my God, I need to, I'm a freelancer. Here's what I can do. Yeah, it's been not great, but that's the life, huh? More lives, please. I know, we were just talking about it, not fake, because I was like, oh, I like when I do lives, and then I always say, like, I want to do more, and then I get distracted by all these things that I do. But I want to make it more of a priority. Yeah, for sure. Especially when, like, with Super Chats, I've had those too, and those have really helped me. Do you have a production company? No, I don't, John. I mean, I say that Idiot Army, I did name under Killjoy 1, Idiot Army Productions, but it's not like a real feet pics to producers. I haven't offered them that, but if they pay for them, I would gladly send them. But it's not like a real production company. It's just because that's my brand, so I can use it, because I was the one that paid for Killjoy 1 and did everything for it mainly. including most the later part of the editing and stuff like that. So, oh, thanks for the one door closing opens another. I agree, Kyle. I think everything happens for a reason. It's funny because people always say like, money won't make you happy. Oh my God. See what I mean about the yawning? I don't understand it. It's like I legit can't help it. And this is almost my everyday. I hate it. But it just helps to make people feel more secure. Just like a little bit of padding, just to know going thing. It's just useful. Not necessarily lead to happiness. It's just useful to have it there so that you can just like continue living like the life that you have. I definitely will, Bruno. I'll do more lives for sure because I like doing them and I like catching up with you guys. It's like it's like the last one I did was like way too long ago, man. And I'm like, oh, I need to, what I'll do? I'll make, Alexa remind me on certain days. Oh, I produce all the time, John. If you look at my IMDb, I'm a producer on a bunch of stuff. You could be a sellout for a living, wear brand logos. I wish, hey, if a brand was like, if NASA was like, wear that t-shirt, we'll pay you, I would go, absolutely. I'll wear the t-shirt every day. I don't care. And yes, I'm already a producer, John. I produced Paranoia. I produced Killjoy. I produced everything that I do. I'm producing. I know. I'm sorry about the yawns. They are contagious. Everything I do, I'm producing. Like even all my YouTube channels. People think I have like a team, and I'm like, no, I'm the one editing, cutting, putting the music in there, making decisions on it. That's me. That means like money's coming out of my pocket. Or it's a lot of time is coming out of my pocket to make this thing happen for my audience. So yeah, I'm already a producer on a lot of stuff. And that's just me because I've been in the industry, been on set a lot, that people can trust that I know what I'm doing, stuff like that. I love your expressions. Thanks, Bruno. Yeah. So I would definitely consider if you guys need a producer and you're like, I have a thing, I'll pay you to help me produce a thing. I would go, great. I will absolutely do that. But I need moolah, So mainly the stuff that I've done, I've self-produced a lot of the stuff I've done or with other people. And they'll name me as a producer because I do a lot of behind the scenes, like stuff as well. Like helping find a location or a DP or a sound guy, giving him ideas in regards to the script or where we should shoot it, stuff like that. When you produce a project, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, but I also do a lot of that as well as I'm in front of the camera and sometimes behind it going like, this would look better. It should be a walking shot or whatever. How do you remember your lines with ADHD? Oh, Raphael, I run over my lines and then I write them down. Just my lines, not everybody else's line in the script. I go over it twice. I'm actually pretty good with lines. That's a weird thing. Like some of my friends are like, you're a savant with memorizing lines. Like you could give me a thing and I could read it once or twice and probably already mostly have it. But the thing that really ingrains it is that I write down my lines. Like if it was like, I'm going to the store and then they say another thing, then I'm like, okay, gotta go. These are terrible examples. I would only write down my lines with space in between and do that like twice in a row. And once it's written on a page and I can look at it, it sticks it right there. It gets it in there real good. So a lot of times when I have a big script, my hand starts to hurt with me, like especially if it's like the play I just did. I had huge monologues in this play and I'd be like, oh, my hand would start to hurt from trying to memorize it. Make any videos about making a children's book. Oh, do you have another book on the back? I hope, Deanna, it's really mostly about funding. And I did make a short recently, like last week, Deanna, you can check it out, about saying like, hi, I'm the author of Drew the Lonely Dragon. I would love it if you guys got a copy. It's aimed at helping kids who have lost a loved one or a parent. But it is also just a fun book that kids can read. There's friends of mine who... do you like black and white movies? I do, Scotty. I like black and white movies. But it's also just like a fun book that kids can read, go on a journey with a dragon, which is cool. But yeah, I did post a video about it, Deanna, just saying hi, that like I'm the author of this. But it's available on Amazon, you guys. So please go type in Drew the Lonely Dragon, get yourself a copy. It's also available on Barnes & Noble. Amazon is like the easier choice for most people. And it wasn't on there for a little while because they were sending out weird copies. But now they have the right copies. They're sending the proper ones out where the 2-page folds are lined up. So I'm really happy about that. So I would love it if you guys, if you went and got yourself a copy. But the website is drewthelonelydragon.com. So you guys can check that out too as well if you want. Whatever. I do think someone said like you play evil characters well because of your look. And I'm like, yeah. Anything badass or like sort of evilish or just a little harsher. Like a lawyer or like a badass or like a cop or like a superhero, like all that stuff is good for me, or like a boss, stuff like that is great for me as an actor. I want my niece to read. Would your book help? Yeah, for sure, Scotty. I mean, it's very it's I don't know how old she is, but it's made for mainly like toddlers to like probably 7 years oldish. It's pretty simple and it has like a rhyming. It has a rhyming scheme to it, which is helpful for kids, which is why I wrote it that way. So, stuff like, I'll stay by your side. Yay, Drew said, I'll flap my wings and take flight. She jumped on his back. They flew high as a kite. See what I mean? Rhyming. Mafia boss Tara. Thank you, Deanna. See, you know what I'm talking about, girl. Make me a freaking mafia boss. Please. Please. I beg of you. That would be great. I would love to play roles like that. Like those would be perfect for me. They really would. Or you remember Gone in 60 Seconds? Woof. Put me in a car film. Sold. Driving a car, being cool. That's totally my vibe. Totally my vibe. So listen, guys, before I get off of here, you gotta touch base with casting directors. You gotta be like, look at Tara Erickson. Send them my reels. You hit them up. I don't know. I'm telling my agents, my managers, maybe you guys can be the difference. When Marvel introduces mutants to MTG, there'll be one power event. So there'll be one power that's face dancing so I can be in it. You're right. Hi, Tyler. Bah. And if there is, Gone in 60 Seconds 2 with me, yes, thank you. That would be a dream come true. And if you ever see face dancing anywhere else, you know where they got it. Right here. The originator. Okay? So, copyright face dancing. That's what I did. Did it for you, did it for me, did it for us. Okay? Okay, guys, I'm going to get off now. I'm going to do more lives. I'm going to remind the robot behind me to, I feel like weekends are better for you guys, right? I know, I'd love to see me in a car movie too, Kurt. I feel like weekends are better for lives. So maybe I could make it like a regular Saturday or Sunday thing, depending. But weekdays also, though, I'm like free sometimes. So like, let's see how this week goes. And if I can have time for a weekday live, there might not be as many of you in it. Especially with like a super chat, that helps when people give me like $1 or $2 or something for staying online for an hour. Because I could be looking for jobs. But I love it. I love catching up with you guys. So maybe I'll try like a weekday this week. And then maybe I'll try to do it every Sunday. Maybe like a Sunday afternoon or even earlier. I know, Raphael, I could start a Twitch, but I'm like, my audience is already here. I don't have an audience on Twitch. So it's just better for me to do it on YouTube, because it's where my people are at. Yes, I know. I love you guys. It's great to catch up. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter if you haven't. I tweet all the time at the Tara Erickson. Instagram is at Tara Erickson. Get a copy of Drew the Lonely Dragon, please. Write a review. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon.